Today we're going to talk about expectations and how expectations can lead to disappointments. And what we need to do in mindful dating is shine the light of awareness on our expectations so that we don't allow them to lead to big disappointments. So this could be expectations about dates or events. I'll give a personal example. I went to Italy for a week and the person that I was dating said that he would come and pick me up, and he actually volunteered this. So it was very exciting and in a very early stage of the friendship. So I went to Italy and I fantasized all week about him picking me up from the airport and a very romantic embrace and kiss when he arrived and when I saw him. So when I did actually land down, returning from my trip to Italy, and I came out the gate full of expectation, my boyfriend actually wasn't there. I called him and he was actually waiting at a different date, but already my fantasy had been slightly crushed and I was slightly disappointed. By the time we finally did meet up and we had our kiss, I have to say it wasn't the romantic embrace that I was expecting and I had hoped for. It was a bit clumsy, and I think some of that was due to the fact that I was already disappointed and still had this big expectation. So we can see that expectations can lead to disappointments. If I really looked at things in reality, he had still come to pick me up. He had taken time out and he had offered and he had delivered on his offer as well. And perhaps if I wasn't so caught up on my expectation, I might have seen the funny side of the stumbling kiss that we had. So that's expectations with dates. It's okay to get excited about a date, but just remembering to bring presence to the situation and to really see things as they are, and trying to keep a sense of humour can also help. We also have expectations when it comes to people. Jon Kabat-Zinn refers to thought glasses. When we look at a person, we're not really seeing them for who they are. We're seeing them through our thoughts and how we think they should be, our expectations about how they should be. And again, this can lead to disappointments, and it can lead us to not really seeing the person for who they really are. So bringing presence and awareness to our how we view people is really important in mindful dating, and being aware of those expectations and those thoughts about that person. And next, we also have expectations about the dating process. We have expectations about when it should become a relationship, when we should move in together. And again, these expectations can add pressure to something that is very delicate and needs to be able to grow. So being aware of our expectations of the process of the relationship is also very important in mindful dating. Now, how do we bring awareness to these expectations? First and foremost, we have to allow them. We have to allow these expectations to come out, but we bring awareness to them, acknowledging them and bringing awareness to them, knowing that they are actually not real, that they are fantasies created in our head. But we allow them, and slowly they diminish. And what we do when we're actually in the real situations, we bring presence. We bring presence, we bring awareness, we see things as they actually are. Now, this is really important in mindful dating, because if we're living with the filter of our fantasies over reality, we could again be making decisions that aren't going to be in our best interest or in the best interest of our mindful dating project. The other thing that I want to talk about here, something else that clouds reality, are our hormones. Did you know that there are 6 hormones involved in love? From estrogen and testosterone to oxytocin to vasopressin. And our DNA is programmed to procreate. This is something that we should be aware of, because often a lot of the physical sensations that we call love or we associate with love are actually generated by our hormones. Now, why is that important? That's important because we don't want to give in too much to a person based on these physiological reactions in the body. Again, we don't want it to cloud our judgment. We just bring awareness to it. And I have a great article in the supporting material that will run through all the hormones involved in love and will help you to bring awareness to these sensations that are caused by the hormones.